Hey all, Brandon, Senior Editor at Carryology here, and I'd like to welcome you to this year's annual Carry Awards, where we show off and commend this year's best of the best. Today we're walking through this past year's best outdoor backpacks, bags designed specifically for outdoor pursuits away from civilization, whether for just the day or several. Now, before we dig into our finalists for this category, here's a quick primer on how things are rolling out this year. First and foremost, these are the very best products chosen by our editor and contributor team. Every single piece of gear here is worthy of your consideration and is at the absolute top of its class. We've used and tested each piece of gear over the past few months, and at the end of this video, we'll share our top 3 choices, 2 highly commended and just 1 champion. We still want to hear your voice as well, so we want to award 1 bag here with our Reader's Choice Award. Just cast your vote for any of the finalists showcased here in the comments, and in several days' time, we'll compile the votes and award the community's favorite. First up for Best Outdoor Backpack is the Mystery Ranch Radix 31. I'm more familiar, and likely you are as well, with more of the beefier, burlier, military and EDC style packs from Mystery Ranch. This is an ultralight pack. It's 31 liters, made with a UPE ripstop on the top and bottom, and a 70 denier ripstop everywhere else throughout. Multiple pockets, as you expect from an ultralight pack, for stuffing jackets, wet clothing items. The bottle pockets certainly fit those dual smart water bottles, which most of us use on longer treks. And there's a pretty nice compression system built in. For the water bottles pockets, you have these really nice orange cords with cord locks on them that go up through the main body of the pack. You also have webbing compression here. It is removable if that's not your thing. It runs through the water bottle pockets, so it'll keep your water bottle pockets nice and secure. And there's lashing straps at the bottom as well for a bedroll or anything else you're carrying. There's a few ways to access this bag, which I kind of like over other ultralight bags. There is a flap on top with a cinch closure up here, which is pretty standard, right? Water bladder pass through on the back wall here. But what's really nice is there's this buckle and zipper combo that goes down the side. So if you undo some of the compression straps, you can pull that zipper all the way to the bottom to access everything in your pack, even all the way at the bottom. And the buckle at the top can still stay closed to keep some of your items secure without just really falling out. And as you can also see, I open this up, there's a pretty solid but lightweight removable frame. That's up to you if you want to keep it in here or not. This is the Mystery Ranch Radix 31. Next up, we have the Berghaus Freeflow 30 Plus. Now, this is a bag we saw at ISPO last year that left us really impressed. So we knew we had to include it in the awards this year. So this bag is a 30-liter bag, expands to 35 liters with the expansion, which makes it great for backpacking or travel when you need just a little bit extra. There is a built-in rain flap on the bottom here, which is really nice. It is attached, but if you want to use this pocket for something else, you're able to remove this. Again, like a lot of other bags in this category, there's a really nice stash pouch on the front, and there are multiple accesses to the front clamshell compartment. You have a lower zip over here that you can use to access things at the bottom without opening the top of the pack, and you have a dual zip over here as well. Oh, almost full clamshell. Water bladder sleeve here, and you can see up here there are quite a few more options for both adjusting the harness, which we'll talk about in a second, and a pass-through up here. Water bottle pockets are nice and big. You do have compression in there to keep them secure, as well as some compression straps. And the real magic is here on the back side. Hard to really see, but that lumbar pad is 3D printed. This is one of the most comfortable lumbar pads I've ever experienced on a pack. It's really akin to some of the high-end stuff Osprey was doing a year or 2 ago, but this is way more accessible. This is completely trampoline suspension. You're not gonna get sweaty in this. If you get sweaty in this, you're gonna get sweaty in anything. Kind of hard to make out, but it's a really unique adjustment system. The harness connects through these slots here, and you can raise them from large to medium to small, depending on your torso size. It does have a vest style harness system, which I really prefer for a lot of these lighter weight, faster moving outdoor bags. Belt is non-removable, but it's really comfortable. This is the Berghaus Freeflow 30 Plus. Next up is the Mountain Hardwear Alpine Light 45. This is truly something special from Mountain Hardwear. I think their packs are slept on quite a bit, so if you've never checked out a Mountain Hardwear pack, please do. They're really excellent. This is definitely an Alpine pack, and this category is pretty broad, as you'll see. Fully waterproof, you can even see from the outside that all the seams are taped. You have your typical lashing points. And one thing I want to point out that I just love so much is just how cool this cord is. I gotta find where they get this. It's probably custom spec. You do have these quick access pockets on the top, which honestly, it's not something you usually see on a lot of these Alpine packs, but this is great for, you know, your phone, electronics. It is waterproof and sealed by these waterproof zippers. Typical compression all around with Hypalon style lashing tabs and a full roll top system underneath the flap with a nice cavern inside for all your. The harness is nice and super lightweight but comfortable. It's a really dense padded foam, which I really like. And last but not least, the brain is removable with quick access underneath and on the top side. So if you don't need this extra storage and you just want to rock the roll top, that's on you. This is the Mountain Hardwear Alpine Light 45. And next we have one of my favorite packs this year, the Nemo Resolve 25. I'll be honest, I've not used Nemo packs before this one, so I was really pleasantly surprised. This fabric is proprietary, designed by Nemo. The entire bag is a monopolymer recycled fabric, which also means it's easily recyclable by Nemo. If you ever grow tired of this bag, they'll take it back and either hand it out to someone else, repair it, or they're able to fully recycle every single component on this bag. The exterior is this really fun, large grid stop recycled nylon. And even more fun, this foam is a recycled non-EVA 97% air by volume mesh, also developed by Nemo. The bottle pockets are big and gusseted for anything you can throw at them. Under the top side, there is a little hidden pouch for valuables. And we have a half zip design with a quick access pocket and a sleeve on the back wall for a water bladder. And now we can go back to this really awesome harness. First of all, I love the color contrast. That really stood out to me. And it's just super, super comfortable. It's also a vest style harness, really nice and wide with these pockets. There's also a sleeve behind for smaller items, even when you're using the larger pocket. And they snap and stay closed out of the way when not in use. There is a hip belt here, which I have tucked away. Easy enough to pull out and use if hip belts are your thing. I typically don't use them on packs this small. And every Resolve comes with these lashing straps. I'm currently using on the bottom, but you can use them on the side, connect around the front, or you can even use them on the inside. This is the Nemo Resolve 25. And this one here is the 6 Moon Designs Flight 30. This was also my first 6 Moon Design pack. And while it's not the prettiest pack in the lineup, it's certainly one of the most comfortable and functional in the lineup, no doubt. On the front side, you do have these huge water bottle pockets with ultra stretch. These will easily fit dual smart water bottles with the built-in cord compression to secure them. And this bag being built for ultralight racers, speed hikers, adventure racers, we obviously have enough points to lash your trekking poles and anything else that you're grabbing and going as you're moving. Everything on this side is pretty standard. We have a roll top here with some adjustment inside, but also a pass-through for your water bladders. By rolling it down like that, which is usually what I prefer, or you can use the buckles to snap it up top. Where this pack really stands out, if you can't tell, is this super, super comfortable and adjustable running harness. There's 3 pockets on each shoulder. You have a top pocket here for small water bottles, a zip pocket for essentials, and an open top mesh pocket for gels and other nutrition on both sides. Now, if you're familiar with Mr. Ranch's Futura harness, this is adjustable in pretty much the same way. It ships with these adjustment tools, very similar to the Spade and Mr. Ranch packs, that lets you break the Velcro and adjust the pack. I'm not going to adjust it because I've adjusted it perfectly for myself. The belt is nice and really heavily padded and wide, and it is removable if that's not your thing. I love these pockets. So many hiking packs, the hip belt pockets are just too small for really much of anything, and that's not the case here. Now, when this bag first arrived, I was a little turned off and apprehensive about how strappy and just floppy this was, but my fears were unfounded because the second I put it on, it was pretty easy. It was really easy to adjust, really easy to put on, and it just hugs your body so perfectly. This is honestly one of the most comfortable bags I've ever worn in my entire life. This is the 6 Moon Design Flight 30. Next up is a brand that is really close to my heart, Hill People Gear. They've been at our Carry Awards before and they've even won it. This is the new Aston House 3. Unlike a lot of other bags in this category, this is a true gear hauler. As configured, it can hold up to about 80 pounds comfortably. With a belt, it's rated for up to 150 pounds. Now, these bags are incredibly configurable. Every strap you see here on the bottom, on the sides are removable. There was even some straps along the top here, which I've removed for my use. Unlike a lot of backcountry bags, it is almost a full clamshell with that first spear laser cut panels on the back side. You can easily use any Velcro or Molly or Pals pouches back here. And you may have noticed this rear zipper. That's just to access any pouches you might have up high, your water bladder, or anything else without opening the main clamshell of the bag. Velcro on the front for patches, and a little stash pocket in the front. Bottle pockets easily and securely hold a full-size Nalgene, and these side handles make it great for a travel bag in a pinch. And like a ton of other hiking bags and backcountry bags, the magic is in the harness, and Hill People gear truly stands above and beyond most other brands in their harness. It is one of the most unique harnesses in the world, and it's the first thing people talk about when you bring up Hill People gear. As you can see, the straps are incredibly wide, and it's made to ride a little bit lower on your shoulders. So if you're used to riding your pack high and tight, you can do it here, but it just takes some dialing in. And like any good outdoor bag, you should take time and effort to really dial in your pack. And at the bottom, we have a Hypalon style rear zipper pad where you can attach a belt if that's your thing. This is the Hill People Gear Aston House 3. Last up, we have the EVERGOODS MPL 22. This was a surprise release this year, and it honestly ended up being one of my most used outdoor packs just because of its ease of use. Really nice EVERGOODS style bottle pockets, which you've seen on the CTB. Nice deep stash pocket in the front, which can fit any number of their pouches or a jacket, and a little quick access pocket on the top, and their signature stayed handle, which is really wonderful. And their mono mesh back panel and strap backing, which is one of the best on the market, makes this, for me, one of the most comfortable grab and go, easy to live with harnesses for both outdoors and EDC. I really like how it curves with the natural curve of your body and neck. Now, it is almost a full clamshell by about an inch, and we have our usual EVERGOODS tag on the inside. The quick access here is not going to be a surprise to anyone familiar with EVERGOODS bags. Mesh panel here with their nice taut stretch sleeve on the back, which can hold a laptop in a pinch, no problem. Now, while this may be one of the simplest bags in this category, that's saying a lot that it made it here, because simple is sometimes good. This is the EVERGOODS MPL 22. Now, as we said earlier, there are 2 highly commended and 1 champion. This was honestly one of the hardest categories to choose from because every bag in this outdoor bag category is just so different, from Alpine bags to backcountry bags to speed hiking bags and just grab and go everyday hiking bags. The first highly commended bag is the 6 Moon Designs Flight 30. Congratulations to 6 Moon Designs and their mad scientist approach to a harness. The next highly commended bag is the Nemo Resolve 25. Congratulations to Nemo on their approach to fully recycled and recyclable bags and a really cool colorway and comfortable harness. Congrats again to Nemo. And now for our champion, the EVERGOODS MPL 22. Like a few brands here, EVERGOODS really has a place close to my heart. I backed their very first Kickstarter ever, and I've been using their bags for quite a long time. I've traveled all over the world with them, and this MPL 22 really stands out as one of their best releases in years, in my opinion. Congratulations to EVERGOODS on the MPL 22. Congrats again to all of our finalists, and now it's your turn. From this list of finalists, which do you think deserves even more recognition with our Reader's Choice Award? Tag them in the comments below and check back in a few days. Make sure to check out the rest of this year's categories on our channel, and thanks for watching.